Welcome to Demystify Magic with Molly and Madison.
I'm Molly, a former skeptic turned full-time energy healer and teacher.
And I'm Madison, a born and raised witch running my family's crystal shop.
And we're here to explore all things woo through the lens of both science and spirituality so that you can find the moments of magic in your everyday life and create an intentional spiritual practice.
So if that's what you're into, find a cozy spot, take a deep breath, and let's demystify some magic. Howdy doody, friends.
Howdy and a doody.
It's a literal howdy doody today.
I want to let you know, we just got done recording last week's episode, literally 5 minutes ago, and we have both donated to Planned Parenthood.
$10 a piece, baby.
I donated in honor of MGK, so they did let me put that in.
Well, that's another $10. There you go. That's another 10.
Fuck.
Okay, no, but today we are in the howdy doody central of the house, which is your bathroom.
Wait, what? Why is the
I'm making a poop joke. I'm making a poop joke on our podcast.
Duty.
We got our boys. I've been waiting for that one.
I was like, how is that the howdy do? Is it because we both poop a lot, or
no,
we spend a lot of time in there?
No, it's because it's
duty.
Where you say howdy doody. You say howdy to your duty.
I got it.
You said duty. Okay.
We're talking about the bathroom.
We are talking about the bathroom. We are officially halfway through our Mundane Magic series. And so I must ask you, have you pre-ordered your copy yet?
I have.
I have a lot of copies to order because if you didn't know, we are hosting a pre-order where if you purchase your book from either The Healing Hedge Witch or Spellcrafter, with your book purchase included is a ticket to our virtual book tour event.
Woo woo!
I'm so excited. February 21st at 12 p.m. Eastern. I'll be interviewing Molly, getting her to give all the juicy behind the scenes details, and then we'll be opening it to the chat.
Yeah.
Drew has agreed to moderate the conversation. So
love him for that.
Thank God.
Maybe there'll be an appearance from Anthony. Who knows?
Who knows? When I asked him if he would do that, he thought that meant be the one to interview you. He thought I was passing it off to him.
That could be fun too.
So when I'll let him pop in for a question. When he found out that it was actually letting people into the waiting room and gathering questions from the chat, he was less enthused, but he will still be there with bells on. But that link will be in the description. You can also get it from your favorite local indie bookstore, wherever you get books, Libro FM. There's both audio and physical copies. You could pre-order an ebook if you'd like.
Yeah.
We don't discriminate.
Would love that. Would love you to have a copy of Mundane Magic. Thank you for doing such a beautiful plug.
You know, I try. You do such a good job for me, so I've been really practicing. But before we dive into the bathroom... Get it, dive, because there's a tub in there. Molly, what's your magic moment this week?
You're on fire with the puns. I feel like, I don't know what happened when you went to the bathroom in between recording, but...
When I went to the bathroom...
Oh my God!
I got into the energy of the episode.
Wow!
I connected with the spirit of my house.
Damn, girl. That's proof right there. If that doesn't make you pre-order the book, I don't know what will.
And that's the episode, guys. We'll see you next week.
My magic moment is you are currently listening to a member of a currently undefeated co-ed adult softball league team.
And the crowd goes wild.
We played our first game yesterday, and
how'd it go?
Dominated. I hit the ball twice. And the second time, wow. Everyone in the crowd was like, damn, that was a good hit. I was running to first base, so I couldn't see it. But I was told it went past second base into the outfield.
Incredible. I'm so proud of you.
I haven't hit a ball since I was like 14 years old. It's like riding a bike. It all comes back. I was the catcher, which I was not very good at. But it meant that I got to make witty remarks to the umpire the entire time.
Oh, thank God. Which you are good at.
And he did not respond to half of them.
Good.
That was the best part, was me just being like, yeah, so we have the best team name, don't you think? I'm just stone faced.
You know, Drew, so I must have talked about it on this podcast at least a million times. But if you don't know, my partner Drew does improv comedy as like a hobby. Mm-hmm. And so he does treat most trips into public as an opportunity for bits. And he says this thing a lot, like, because he just doesn't care if people don't like respond to his jokes. Like, so I remember he was like at a doctor's office.
That's why we get along so well.
He was like at a dermatologist or something. And the nurse or whoever, he goes, she was not taking my shit. And he goes, but you know, sometimes they're for me.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, like a core principle that you both share. Like, it's not really for the person you're saying it to. No. It's for you. You got to get it out. And I respect that.
My favorite one is I missed just about every pitch that was thrown to me.
Good.
Because I've never played catcher before. I was always like an outfielder or shortstop girly. And so there's a ball coming at you and like someone in front of you is holding a bat and there's an umpire like right up my ass crack. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like worried about like, you know.
Not up your ass crack.
I don't want to step on his feet, but I don't want to lean forward and get hit by the bat. And I don't want to get hit by the ball. So it's like there's a lot. It's very overstimulating.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces there.
So I missed the ball like 90% of the time. But once I caught one, it bounced off the ground. I caught it in my glove and I was shocked. And I go to the umpire and I go, I caught that one. I caught it. And he was like, mm-hmm. So proud of myself.
I love it so much.
I'm having so much fun.
Oh, God.
In case you're not on our Patreon, I did talk about the origin story of how I came to join this league, but it very much was like Joe, my editor, her partner is in the league. I don't know anyone else in this league.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Joe's
okay.
Joe's partner, who I met once prior to this, and I convinced my trainer Zach to join the league.
For a second, I thought that you were heading towards the idea that the other people that you'd convinced to join were no longer in the league, and it was just you. And I was like, oh no, I did not get that update to the story. I'm happy to know that those people are still in the league.
Yeah, no. Kate is still in it, and Zach is still in it. But, like, we don't know anyone else on this team.
Good.
And we hadn't met before. We actually ended up at the wrong field.
Cool.
So the 5 of us are, like, playing catch. It's an 11-person team. There's 5 of us playing catch. And we're like, this is a weird field. Like, why are the dugouts locked up? Why is it, like, why is there grass in the diamond? And we get a text in the group chat and everyone's like, you're heading to the field, right? And we're like, we send a selfie. It's the 5 of us. We're like, cheers, we're here. And they're like,
no, you're not.
Are you sure? So then we had to all race and go running down the field because we got there a minute late. We're going to forfeit our team.
Oh, no.
The 5 of us just running. We're like, hi, nice to meet you. And then got on the field.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
It was very funny. So anyways, we are currently undefeated.
Love that.
I just want to hold that championship for as long as I can. What was your magic moment?
Okay. My magic moment is... This is a moment that I've been waiting for a long time. So I hosted for the first time our spellcrafter ritual this past Beltane. After Linda died, Anthony and I took over doing it and we take turns. But I think at this Samhain, we're actually going to start co-teaching it, which I'm really excited for.
Cute.
Just because it's what we end up doing anyways. Mm-hmm. So at my first ritual for Beltane, we planted morning glories. And
I love morning glories.
Me too. And we, like set our intention. We planted those intentions with the idea that, we'll nurture and tend to those manifestations as they grow. This morning, I was taking Percy out and I have my first bloom of my morning glory. And I didn't see it. Like I've been in the backyard since we got this dog more than I think I have been since we got the house. Mm-hmm. And so I was like really looking, and we have these like garden beds, these raised garden beds that we got off Facebook Marketplace that I was so excited about, that I've been planting some flowers and some have been growing really well and some haven't. I've like done everything from seed just to like see what works, whatever. And finally I got the morning glory big enough that I felt confident to transfer it. This was like maybe a month or 2 ago to the garden bed, and it's exploded. But truthfully, I kind of forgot, I forgot that it would bloom, but I just kind of didn't have my hopes up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it took me totally by surprise this morning. I was so excited. I was so proud of myself. And like the intention that I set there really does feel like it's come to fruition. It was really hard for me to do that Beltane ritual just from a place of like, Linda started doing the rituals last year at Selwyn. She promised me that she would do them for a year. And then she was like, but then you have to take over. And I think it was like her way of pushing me out of the nest a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so how fucking fitting that she didn't finish that year. And when she got sick, she promised me that she would write down the rituals for the rest of the year, and then she didn't get to, which is like, I'm laughing because it's like, you know, because that's how I grieve, is the truth, is like I have to make a silly little joke or else it's really sad. But that first ritual, I set the intention of like, I want to find joy again. I want to start living again. Ooh, sorry. I didn't think I'd get emotional. And I really feel like I've done that since then. I've like felt such a shift in like, obviously, like, the truth is I still cry like almost every day thinking about her. And like, that's just who I am. I cry every day, like on a good week. Just, you know, the cancer rising in me. But I feel like the way that I have a relationship with her in spirit has changed so much. And I really feel like my joy is like an offering for her. And I feel like I get to like live for her in this way. And so to see that morning glory bloom this morning just like really solidified that for me. It was so beautiful and made me so happy.
I love like just what you said about joy as an offering to her. Like, I think that's such a beautiful, like, if anyone else is grieving and struggling with that, like holding that little nugget. Because I think sometimes when we are in that state of grief, I know I felt it before where I feel like selfish when I'm happy because like that person doesn't have the chance to, or like I should be sad about them. And I just think that's such a beautiful like reframe of like, no, like my joy is my offering to them. Yeah,
I think that was when things really started to change for me. It really was like an almost clairaudient moment that I had when I was like the first time I laughed after. It was like, it was really sobering from this place of like, oh, wait, no, I can't be happy. I can't experience even a minute of joy because I felt like that like cheapened what I was feeling or like cheapened her experience or like her place in my life. And I could almost hear her saying it, like her imploring me to like, literally I heard like, find joy and live. And when I started to do that, that was like when I really felt like I started to move through it. And also, this is an aside, but so many of you guys have asked for an episode about grief. I get a lot of messages about it, and I promise it's coming. I feel like I still have so much to learn. And I really, like, I don't want it to be a sob fest. And so just know that I am noodling and I'm like compiling all the things. And I will have something for you guys really soon, I think.
Maybe we'll have an 8-part grief magic series.
Could be
one
fun.
Day.
Okay. But there's nothing quite like segueing from your dead friend into the bathroom. So we're just going to do it.
It's the chamber of release. And so I actually think grief is really fitting.
Linda would love to be in an episode with a poop joke. So you're welcome, my sweet friend.
It is our duty to offer this to her.
Exactly.
My joy and poop joke is an offering.
Of course. Oh. Ooh. Yes, it is.
Our mantra for the bathroom is, I cleanse what no longer serves and emerge renewed. Which
really is exactly how I feel. I feel like the bathroom is where I do most of my like home magic. It's where I find it easiest, like a cleansing shower, any kind of like glamour magic with my skincare. You know, as we know, I have a diligent skincare routine, which is linked in our Instagram if you were curious. I was asked to make an Instagram highlight so I could link the sunscreen to you all that I won't shut the fuck up about. It's there.
Nobody's asked me for my skincare routine, so I'm not hurt by it at all.
Watching you pop in when somebody asks like how much sunscreen you're supposed to use and you're like, it's this much, it's this much. I was like, yeah, get in on the conversation, bestie. It is the most flattering thing to me, having good skin.
Yeah.
I've worked towards it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like to think now that I'm in my 30s, I also have nice skin, but...
Oh, you do. You have great skin.
Not according to our Instagram, because nobody asked me for my skincare.
I think it's just that I don't shut the fuck up about my skincare.
It's true. It's true.
But I feel like the bathroom is such a spiritual space for me because of that, because I've been able to bring so much magic into it.
Yeah. I also think, too, like, I really struggle with consistency in the bathroom. Not in the bathroom, but... Trust me, I am consistent to a T in the bathroom.
It really is going to sound like we're talking about poop.
I am overly consistent.
We're going to talk about poop this whole episode, and I hate it. I hate it here.
I'm overly consistent in the bathroom, but when it comes to lotioning my body, exfoliating my body, shaving my body, washing my hair, all of those things, you have to drag me into the bathroom to do them.
Hair wash magic is a real game changer because, God, I hate it. I hate it so much.
I hate it. It's, yeah. Why is it? Why
is it the
worst? Washing our hair so much? It's the sensory nightmare for me of like having wet head after.
Yeah, I think I hate the choice of like they're both. I've gotten better about blow drying my hair, but that's a sensory nightmare for me. Blow drying, I hate the noise. I hate the sound. If they made a silent blow dryer, I would be
just put your AirPods in.
I do. But still, I still hear it. I still find it to be upsetting. I can't describe it. Or I have to deal with the sensory issue of having wet head. And especially I usually put off washing my hair to the last minute. So it's always nighttime and I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, you can either go to bed with wet hair, which sucks, or you can blow dry it, which sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, I mean, the flip side is like, you know, if I was a bajillionaire, I would be torn between like doing that or getting a blowout every other day. But like the idea, like there have been moments where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to wash my hair. I might get a blowout. And then I have to think about like sitting with another human being and like conversing while I have wet head and then while the blow dryer is going. And I don't know what is worse. Like,
and for me, like now a lot of, so the stylist who does my hair has like a thing on her booking form where you can request a silent appointment, which is incredible. But like, now she and I are like friendly. And so I want to talk to her, you know, like she's not a new person. Yeah. But for me, the fear of pushing that button, did I ever tell you this once happened to me in Uber? I promise I'm going to keep the asides to a minimum.
No, we're not.
If you, like, I guess if you call an Uber Comfort, you can say your like conversation and your temperature preferences. And I think when they rolled out Uber Plus or Uber Comfort or whatever it is, they like gave discounts on those rides. And so I would use them more often because it was like sometimes cheaper or the same price.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, comfort. I don't know what that means, you know, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And once I got out of an Uber and I didn't like, I had my settings to like quiet preferred because I'm so bad at small talk and I get so awkward and uncomfortable. And I got out of the car and the guy goes, was that quiet enough for you?
No.
And now I'm terrified to request anything to be quiet. And so the idea of like saying out loud, like, I need you to shut up is like so terrifying to me that I won't do it. So I couldn't even say if there was a blowout that said like quiet preferred, I wouldn't even do it. I don't think. I would just have to talk to a stranger.
I wasn't worried about it, but now I am.
Sorry. Not to unlock a fear for you.
Oh, God.
So we got to make it magical so we can wash our hair at home because there's no other options.
Yes. Anyways, yeah. We're going to make the bathroom magical. This is really like, it's such an interesting space because I see it as so connected to release, but also because it's so tied to water, it also has ties to emotional resilience and abundance. And so there's like a lot of different elements happening in the bathroom that are really impacted by the energy in that space and also impact your energy in the space. So I have lots of ideas of how we can make this space magic. So some are weird. Strap in. You know what you're in for at this point. We're in part 4, I think.
We're in the bathroom. It's going to get weird.
It's going to get weird. Okay. If you want a really quick way to shift the energy in this space, I love using sound. So singing in the shower, playing music while you shower.
Yes.
Humming while you brush your teeth. I've started, you know what I did last night? So I was listening to not who you think I'm going to mention. I was actually listening to a different artist because I realized they released a new album and I haven't listened to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
The Somerset, by the way, great band. And they're very like poppy, pop rock, Warped Tour kind of energy. And I literally, so I have tickets to see them in October, but I'm not going to be able to go because I'm going to Minneapolis for a work event. And I was really devastated about this when I found out that the two things coincided. But I have seen them live before, so I chose to go to the work event instead because that was like a once in a, not going to happen again type of thing. And so what I did to make myself feel better with this new album is I played it while I was in the shower and like conditioning my hair and washing my hair. And I pretended I was like in the crowd. And so I was like, doing the point and like mouthing the words thing, And it made washing my hair so much more enjoyable. I had like a little concert.
I love that. There is a new Ethel Cain album that just came out that has been like my go-to shower playlist.
Yeah,
because it's like a prequel to her Preacher's Daughter album. That's like it's a concept album, so it like tells a story. So I'm like watching the movie in my head mentally because I've like read all the lore and whatever.
Yeah.
And that it does like even if it's like, because it is a devastating album. Devastating.
Yeah.
It does like change the energy of the space for me through like, I also love sad shit.
Yeah.
So that raises my energy.
Yeah. I love a song that just like gut wrenches you and makes you sob while in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Like that is the deepest cleansing ritual. What song is that for you right now?
Oh, right now it's the song Janie off of that album. The album is called Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You, for those curious. It's the first song.
Yeah.
It's
just like an ugly cry.
It's about a friend. And the album came out while I was on this bachelorette trip. It's one of my oldest friends getting married. And one of the lines is, she's your girl now, but she was my girl first.
Aww.
And listening to that driving home from my friend's bachelorette party as we're all talking about her getting married, whatever, and I'm just crying, not because I'm like sad about the event, but like just like the reckoning of like, oh my God, I knew you when I was an 18-year-old baby. And now we have like adult lives. And that's really been getting to me recently. Like that song. What is it for you?
I'm going to have to make another donation to Planned Parenthood, but it is Treading Water by MGK. It's gut-wrenching. The line, I broke this home and just like my father, I'll die all alone. Oh, cut me open. It's devastating. It's about like his like relationship with Megan Fox when she was pregnant and like going back into rehab and just it is like the most honest, vulnerable, lyrical. Oh, it's just beautiful. I literally sobbed to it this morning making toast because I was just like, I need a release.
Do the donations compound is my question.
What do you mean? You said $1 every time I mention MGK.
I know, but so if you like, then does it become like $1 for every like second or minute? Like, what's not every second.
You asked me a direct question. What do you want me to do? Lie?
No, I'm just asking.
Sorry, the song that makes me cry in the shower is Wheels on the Bus.
Oh, come on. MGK is going to tear us apart.
No, I bet he listens to Demystify Magic.
You think MGK listens to Demystify Magic?
Every fucking interview I've watched of this guy in the last week, he has mentioned his star sign or the Akashic Records.
Well, if he does listen, there's one surefire way to find out, and it's the episode that came out last week. So if by now we've heard from him, if I've received a cease and desist.
we actually have to clarify, MGK used to listen to this podcast.
That was the last episode. Oh my God. Okay.
You started that one. Anyways, singing in the shower, humming while you brush your teeth. Another way that I love to shift the energy in the bathroom really quickly is to have a bathroom deodorizer spray and charge it up with Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
So I will literally do this while I'm on the toilet. I know some people will be like, that's so sacrilegious to do Reiki while you're on the toilet. I don't care. None of you are still listening. None of the people who think that are still listening.
Also, like, I don't know. We'll joke a lot, obviously, in this episode because it's easy to when we talk about the bathroom. But like, I think it's weird to act like we should deny the fact that we are human beings. Like we have human needs. Like it's literally like the most base human thing that we do.
I have used Reiki more like 90, not 90, probably 70% of the time that I use Reiki for myself involves some sort of toilet emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's I'm on the toilet and I can't go and I need to relax, or I'm trying to get to a toilet and I don't want to go yet.
Uh-huh.
Those are the times that I reach for Reiki the most.
I would say 90% of the time that I've asked you for Reiki help has been in the midst of a bathroom emergency. I think actually it's been like that and maybe like the first time I taught a class.
Yeah. I genuinely, like, this is not even a joke. I think people should talk more about how Reiki can help if you have any form of IBS.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think somatic work is so important in like tummy troubles for seriousness.
Yeah, it's so directly linked to chronic stress. Like chronic stress and IBS go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Scientifically. And if we think about the vagus nerve is like the longest cranial nerve in the body, and it starts at like the brain and then moves all the way down through all of your digestive organs and ends in the stomach. And it's so directly tied to our sympathetic nervous system that there's a direct link between our stress response and our inability to properly digest and therefore excrete, you know, poop and stuff.
Yeah.
Poop and stuff.
You know, poop and stuff.
And so, like, one of the best things that you can do for digestion, IBS, etc., is forms of nervous system regulation and finding balance. And I think Reiki is like, because it's been studied so much to be supportive of the nervous system, I mean, it just makes sense to me. I don't know why no one's teaching a Reiki for IBS class.
Is that what we teach together?
Yeah, I'll be IBSD, you'll be IBSC.
Oh my God, you're so right. Wow.
Wait.
Do we do it?
If one person asks us.
Yeah, if one person, it's going on the calendar. But also, something that I was thinking about is like, the bathroom is another perfect place to work with the spirit of your home because it's a place where you go and kind of like sit and are trapped for a long time. And same like within the shower, like it's time that you have to spend in the space where like, especially in the shower, like you can only do so much on your phone, you know, like you can play music, whatever, but you can't like, you know, sit and text.
And you have privacy.
Yes, and privacy. And so it's like a perfect place to just sit and talk to the spirit of your house. You know, and just say like, hey, how are you? And like tell them about what's going on with you. Like just, again, fostering that relationship, talking about the, like, especially we're going to talk about it later, I'm sure, like using the scents that you use in your body care and how that can tie to intention. Talk about those intentions, you know?
Yeah. Talk about your favorite songs and why you love them and share them with the house spirit.
Because that almost like calls them in and amplifies that energy as well. You know, when you state your intention and like you, especially if you have that relationship with the spirit of the house, then they become a part of that intention and they act almost as like an antenna for it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Couple of magical tools that are in your bathroom that I bet you didn't realize were magical tools. Shower steamers, bath soaps, shampoos, conditioners. Like you just said, the intentions behind those things, those are your rituals. So what scent is your body wash? What scent is your shampoo? Or if you don't use scented things, draw a sigil on them. What color is the bottle, right? Like what color is your washcloth? What color are your towels? I literally, one of the biggest energetic shifts that I've had this year so far came from changing my shower curtain out. When I moved into this house, I was like, oh, I'll have like a cutesy, you know, I thought I had to curate the space. And so I was like, oh, I'll get like a cute little flowery shower curtain. And it's nice. It's fine. It's cute. It doesn't feel like me. Yeah. You know? And so I got this bright, bold, rainbow, fantastical shower curtain. I put it up and I was like, oh, this space feels like me.
Yeah.
And if you've ever had that shift where you're like, oh, this is my home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I live here.
Yeah.
It was just like such a huge, it felt like I was stepping into myself. Like it felt similar to like when I dyed my hair pink.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is who I'm meant to be.
Yeah. That's the most fun thing about decorating a space for me, is the way that it like does open that up.
Mm-hmm.
And the older I get, the recognizing the like free will of it all.
Yeah.
Of like that I could change anything in this space if I really, really wanted to.
Yeah.
If it was like worth it, like things, even like things from as small as the shower curtain to as big as like changing the tile or getting a new tub installed, whatever. Like if I really, really wanted to, I could save for however long I needed to make that happen if it was that important to me.
Yeah.
And I can express myself in whatever way I want in this space. And I think the bathroom is a really lovely place to do that too, because it is a place that is so tied to how you present yourself to the world.
Yeah. And it's small. So it's like, you know, the shower curtain was like.
Yeah. The bath mat, you know, like.
Yeah. The bath mat. Yeah. Totally. Even just like the scent of the hand soap.
Yes.
Huge. Other magical tools you have in your bathroom are your toilet brush. I love to use cleaning the toilet as a ritual for like abundance and prosperity. Like if things feel a little stagnant, say I get a bill in the mail I wasn't expecting, I'm going to clean my toilet and I'm, you know, drawing sigils with the toilet wand in the bowl. I'm flushing it down. I'm clearing anything blocking me from abundance, anything blocking me from prosperity, anything blocking me from being able to take care of this bill with ease and, you know, just feeling that sense of abundance, just like flushing away anything that feels scarce.
Oh, I love that.
And this is a new one for me. I did do a post on Instagram about this recently, but I was thinking about cord cutting rituals, and this is really how this came about. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm talking to you in the DMs on Instagram, I am on the toilet.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so for real. And I know you are too. So like we can just have that understanding of each other and not make it weird.
Yeah, we can just rest in that knowledge and just know, and that's okay. Some things don't need to be talked about.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it here because who else will?
Exactly.
Someone asked me for a cord cutting ritual and I happened to be on the toilet while they asked me. And I was just like, huh. And so if you think of your roll of toilet paper, maybe you're listening to this on the toilet right now and you could try it. If you think of your roll of toilet paper as a representative of your energy and the squares that you're pulling off representing the energy of what you wish to release, the cord you'd like to cut, sever that connection as you remove the squares and then do your releasing from your body, physically releasing from your body, energetically releasing from your body. And then when you flush, you're flushing that other person or that other energy away. Cord has been cut.
Yep.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Love it. Talk about you have everything you need.
Literally.
Nothing is freer than your own shit.
Yes.
You know, like that's the ultimate. You've already got it in the chamber, literally, probably.
You already have it. And if you're blocked up, pee works too. You naturally, so this is a real thing. You naturally clear energy when you use the bathroom. Like when we're releasing physically, we're also releasing energetically. So anytime you are on the toilet, that is a release spell. That is an energy cleansing spell. It's whether or not you choose to like connect with that intention or not.
Yeah.
Me, I choose to always connect with that intention.
Love.
Okay, so some connections to planets, elements, chakra, crystals. I chose the moon for this because for me, thinking about the energy of the moon is like hidden. It's like it's very inwardly focused. It's very focused on me, introspection, which I think the bathroom is the perfect place because you do have that inherent privacy unless you have toddlers or a Velcro dog.
Yeah.
You probably have some time alone.
That is the new thing for me with the puppy is that I cannot close the door to go to the bathroom.
So here's the thing. We have one of those wall doors, sliding doors for the bathroom, pocket doors. That's the word.
Yeah.
And last night I was showering and I was having my concert for myself. And I hear knocking. And I was like, God, what the fuck does my husband need? He knows he can just come in. Like, there's no lock on the door.
Yeah.
And then it just stops. And I was like, that was weird. So I go downstairs after and I was like, what did you need? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you were knocking on the door. And he's like, no, I've been down here. It was Hercules.
Oh,
bashing his nose against the door over and over because he's recently learned how to open doors.
Yeah. So the day we brought Percy home, obviously like he's a puppy. We're on potty watch constantly. My whole house is a bathroom right now. And so I'm like constantly watching him to see if he starts sniffing. And so I had to shower. Since we got him, I've had to shower with the curtain open. Just like bared to the world. If someone broke into my house, it would be a full show. And he's so confused by the like he doesn't know what I'm doing. And so he just sits at the shower at the open shower and is like crying like what are you doing? Excuse me. Can I come in? Like putting his little feet up. I'm like, the second you're big enough to get into this bathtub, you're going to jump in here with me and it's going to be a holy hot mess.
Honestly, it might be fine because he could get his bath at the same time you get yours.
Right? Maybe we just do it together. Ultimate Velcro
I dated
dog.
a guy once whose mom had 3 Yorkies.
That's not where I
she
thought
would shower
you were
with them
going.
every
That's
time.
not where I thought you were going.
What were you?
I thought you were going to say something about the mom getting in the shower. Oh my God. My heart fell into my stomach. I was like, no, you can't. We can't open that can of worms. We will, like, before we started recording, we were like, okay, we're going to keep the tangents to a minimum. We're going to try to wrap it early. I was like, that will never happen if you tell me you dated a guy who showered with his mother. We will be here. We will be here all night.
Mom showered with all 3 of her little dogs.
That's really cute. And I'm into it.
No, it was weird. It was weird, dude. It
is weird, but it's weird in a way I can get behind.
It was weird. Like, as someone who like didn't have dogs at the time, I was like, that's fucking weird. Now I have a Velcro dog and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could see it.
I learned of a distant family member of someone I know who
showered with their mom.
No. Would feed their dog. This is totally, I promise I'm going to stop after this. Who did not buy dog food. She just made an extra serving of whatever she was eating.
Oh.
And gave that to the dogs. And the dogs lived to be like 15.
Wow.
And I was like, maybe it's spaghetti and meatballs. Maybe that's the secret. Anyways,
so the moon, introspection, quiet, stillness, you know, more of that passive receptive energy rather than the like active doing energy. That feels bathroom to me. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, totally. It's like one of the few places that you like, it's normal and encouraged to be completely by yourself. You know, I feel like there are lots of places in your house, but your bedroom you usually share with like a partner or, you know, if you have a roommate, like a lot of things are communal spaces. But even if you're in a communal bathroom, like that's a place where you shut the door and it's a very strong social boundary that you don't intrude on that space. Yeah.
Yep. And element of water. Mm-hmm. So like I said, very much tied to that emotional resilience, release, abundance, like all of these kind of elements of water. I think of like anything that has that element of ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow is very water. And then the chakra, I really like to connect with the throat for the bathroom because like I said, singing in the shower, gargling.
Yeah, that
gargling
expression.
Your mouthwash. Yes, exactly. That expression. Think about like brushing your teeth. All of those things are throat chakra practices.
Mm-hmm. And I really think like there's something to be said for the act of singing badly as a form of throat chakra work. Like when you're in the shower, it is that place where you're by yourself, especially like if no one else is home and you can just sing and not give a fuck how you sound. Yeah. That for me is one of the best things you can do for your throat.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Because the throat is all about expressing what's in the heart. So that authentic expression, not performative expression. Performative expression actually blocks the throat.
Yeah.
And so the more you can sing badly, the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you're looking for crystals to keep in your bathroom, the list we've got is amethyst for purification, intuition, and spiritual release, with moonstone for emotional healing, receptive energy, and like keeping in flow. And then black obsidian for shadow work and energetic detox. I love the idea of like obsidian near the toilet for when you're doing that, like cord cutting, that release, you know, something to protect that energy so nothing can come back.
Yes. Another one I forgot to add on here is rose quartz.
Oh, yeah.
I think because we said it in the living room, but I like to keep rose quartz with my skincare, near mirrors, that kind of thing, to reflect that self-love back.
Yes, especially like if you are someone who struggles with the self-love surrounding your body, it's a place where you're often naked. And so to keep a stone like that, like anything, rose quartz, rhodochrosite's another good one that I love for like specifically body image, keeping those in those places. If you're a person who has a scale in your house, keep it by your scale as like a reminder, you know, things like that.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. If you're aligning your tidying up schedule with your week, reminder that on our Patreon, demystifymagic.com, you can join us over there for lots of fun things, but we also have a chore chart that's based on the days of the week and the planets. But I really like Mondays for bathroom because it's a fresh start to the week, but it's also correspondent with that moon energy. So you can really take your time. I like to do an everything shower either Sunday night leading into Monday or Monday morning is like my favorite time. Like if I have a slow Monday, I'm taking the everything shower Monday morning. When nobody's home. I can have my little concert. I can, you know, wash the hair, deep condition, maybe, you know, sit on my first Zoom call with my hair in a towel. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
And then really go to town on the deep conditioning and the lotioning and all of that first thing. It just makes me feel so good on Mondays.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Some other mundane magic rituals. So for washing your hair, we did talk about this, but I really like to see anything in the shower as an energetic cleanse. So something I started doing, I think since we talked about it on the podcast like a million years ago, I don't even know when. It's gotten to the point now where I no longer have a memorized dissertation of every episode we've ever made.
Yeah.
They just all blur together.
Sometimes people will ask us questions in our DMs of like, oh, do you have an episode about this, this, or this? And then I'll be like, I know we mention it somewhere, but I could not tell you where.
Yeah.
It's maybe in one of these 5 episodes. Good luck.
One of them, we came up with this idea of scrubbing each of the major chakras as you move down your body to wash your body. So as you're washing your hair, clearing the crown chakra, clearing that connection to spirit. As you wash your face, the third eye. As you wash your body, the throat, the heart, et cetera, working your way down to the feet, the root. And I've really started to love that. Like I have really used that pretty much every time I wash my hair. I'm like, okay, I'm clearing the crown, clearing any energy from my energy field, thinking about like exfoliation differently. Like I was someone that never exfoliated. I'm not going to lie to you. I never exfoliated, never lotioned until like this year.
Yeah. And
I've really been into it because I'm like, I'm exfoliating this energy away, like literally feeling, you know, I work with both the chakras and the meridians from traditional Chinese medicine. So as I'm going down the arms, I'm thinking about the different meridians that are on that arm and the things they correspond with and clearing those off. And then when I get to the center of the body, it's more the chakras. And that has really just helped me make showering. Like I'm someone that like, one of two things will happen. Either I want to take like a 2-minute shower and then get out and just end the sensory nightmare of being moist, or I want to stay in the shower for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And there are no in-betweens.
Absolutely not.
And that practice has helped me find a middle ground between those two things.
Yeah.
Because I feel complete once I finish that ritual of like scrubbing my whole body, scrubbing all the energy centers, all the meridians. And it also motivates me to stay in the shower longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah. I think something that's really helpful for me with that, because I can be the same way where I'm like, I will get in the shower and be like very utilitarian about it of like, okay, wash hair, rinse, wash, condition, leave, wash body, shave.
Yeah.
Get in, get out. Is finding a scent that you really like that also has an intention that you almost always want to bring in, you know? So I've been really into sticky dates from Lush. I'm a big Lush girly. Lush, if you want to slide into my DMs, I'm in. And so I have the body wash and the exfoliant. And then I really want, I think there's a lotion. I'm not positive, but if there is, I want it to like complete the Holy Trinity. Mm-hmm. But having that like sensory tie, because it's like, if you haven't, obviously from the title, it's like a very sweet gourmand smell. Is that how you say that? Mm-hmm. Gourmand?
Sure. Yeah.
Doing our best. And I will always think of the intention of like bringing in sweetness, tying it back to that joy, being sticky for the things that I want. I want to be almost like a fly trap for my manifestations, and thinking about that and like really turning the act of like exfoliating and washing my body into a ritual.
Yeah.
Is super, super helpful.
My scent is the peppermint pearl scent from Tree Hut.
Ooh.
They last winter, and I tell you the amount of times I emailed them asking to get on their PR list and got no response.
Bitches.
They came out with a gemstone themed body care line for the holiday season last year. I ended up buying almost all of them.
Yeah.
Like I went to, and they were hard to find because I found them late in the season. So I had to go to like multiple stores to find like the peppermint body wash and the peppermint, there's a shave gel, and then there's a scrub, and then I think there's another thing too, a lotion. I had to go to multiple stores to collect them all. But that is one of the greatest scents. It smells like peppermint sugar cookies. It smells like peppermint Christmas is all the only thing I can describe it as. And it's like this, it just feels like healing that inner child in me, because I always had,
for sure,
had like the way you just looked at me.
Sorry,
your face was the same face when I was talking about the Yorkies in the shower.
No, I mean it. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that's really, that's unlocking something for me. Sorry, keep going.
I was like, what did I say wrong?
No. I also was yawning while you were speaking. That had a lot to do with it.
This is an unhinged podcast.
I have a puppy. I'm not sleeping.
Yeah.
What my face looks like is none of my business.
I'm too deep in the MGK lore. I'm also not sleeping. And yes, I will be making another donation to Planned Parenthood. I don't care. I've only mentioned him twice this entire episode. I feel like I'm doing well.
Continue.
Anyways, it feels like this like inner child healing, but also like, I don't know. I've associated it with that energy cleansing because I found that scent around the same time that I started doing that. And so it just feels like deep like chakra work for me.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love it. So Tree Hut, I'm going to give you another chance. If you want to chat. If you're going to bring the gemstones back.
Our DMs are open.
Okay, some deep magic. Full moon. On the count of 3, what is our deep magic chore? 1, 2, 3. Washing your shower curtain.
And if you've been listening for a while, you learned in real time with me that means you take the liner off the hook and you put it in the washing machine. You do not
with
scrub
some towels.
The shower curtain.
No, you do not scrub. No. We're not about scrubbing here on Demystify Magic.
No, we're not scrubbers. One thing you'll learn about us is probably in this series, you won't hear about a scrub. Unless it's a body scrub. Unless it's a gemstone Tree Hut scrub. You're not hearing about it. The only thing I'm scrubbing is my body with sticky dates exfoliant.
But no, you put it, the reason why, if you're new here, in case you're new here, the full moon shower curtain lore really came out of, I was someone that I would get a lot of buildup on my shower curtain. And it's one of those things that like, you don't notice it the first month or even the first 2-3 months. But after a while, you're like, you look down, you're like, oh, why is there like pink and black mold all over my shower curtain liner? And it just ruins that experience. Like it just, for me, like the whole bathroom could be clean. But if that shower curtain liner is gross, the bathroom is gross.
And then when you shower, I still feel gross afterwards. Like I'm like trying my best not to touch it with my leg and like getting grossed out when I do. And like,
Yes, exactly. Everything feels contaminated by it. Mm-hmm. And so it's this perfect example of how energy builds and stagnates in our life, because at first you don't notice it. Like if you are someone who does not have, like if you're someone who has a regular energy cleansing routine and you fall off for a day or two, you're probably not going to notice. You're not going to notice. Maybe even a week, you might not notice. But after a couple of months, you're going to be like, oh, why do I feel like shit?
Yeah.
Why do I feel so stuck? Why do I feel so heavy? And I think the shower curtain is the perfect reminder of that. So for me, my shower curtain liner is so linked to like the deep energy cleanses I do for myself and for my space that it no longer has buildup. Every full moon, I know I'm chucking that thing in the wash. I'm chucking it with the bath mat, the towels. I'm throwing a splash of vinegar in there to banish any energy that I don't want in my space, but also to take care of that mold. And now it's like when I look down, wow, I've had the same shower curtain liner for like a year. Yeah. It looks fine. It is a little pink, but that's mostly hair dye. But it's just this perfect embodiment of like energy in your space. And I love using that for the full moon because you never have to remember when's the last time I did this.
Yeah, totally.
And if there's another energy cleansing practice that makes you feel good, maybe it's getting a massage, maybe it's, flossing if you're Madison, maybe it's,
that
stretching.
Once in a blue moon.
Right? Like you can tie that to the ritual of putting your shower curtain in the washer. And just for me, once I started doing that, like I just feel like my energy feels so much lighter. It's genuinely, it's so simple and such a game changer.
Yeah, it has. Once I learned, again, if you're new, I spent a year and a half of this podcast just smiling and nodding when Molly said to wash your shower curtain liner on the full moon. And I said, I will not be doing that because, again, I thought it was scrubbing.
No.
It has really been a game changer for me in the last 6 months.
Yes. The full instructions, you can do this with a plastic or a fabric shower curtain liner. You just want to make sure if it's plastic, you're washing it on cold water and you're not putting it in the dryer. The fabric ones can go in the dryer. The plastic one, you're going to hang back up in your shower after you take it out of the washer. You're going to put some towels in with it in the washer because the towels are going to act like an abrasive to get the soap scum off. And you're just going to wash it like you would do normal towel load. You can read the instructions on the liner if you really care to, but I have not destroyed one yet. And I've done lots of these, and lots of our listeners have also tried this with lots of different kinds of liners. So you can do this. Yes. New moon. One thing I love for the new moon is whenever I think about, again, that flow, that ebb and flow, I think of a stream. And a blockage in a stream can create a blockage in that flow. Yeah. And I remember I had an energy healer and a mentor who many years ago I was experiencing just a lot of obstacles in my path. It just, was kind of hitting a wall in all different areas of my life. And she said to me, I want you to go out into nature and find a stream that is blocked and manually remove the sticks and the debris that are blocking it. And I said, okay, I am more of an indoor cat, so I will do that with my plumbing and I will snake my drain.
Love.
And I really see it worked the same. It worked the same for me. And so for your new moon, I challenge you to organize underneath your sink. Because if we think about if the flow through the pipes, if we want that to be really strong, if we want that flow to be really strong energetically, you need space. You need space. And so go through, make sure there's no leaks, both in your energy and in your pipes, and clear some space around the pipes underneath your sink. If you want to go one up, medicine cabinet. Wherever you keep that stuff, throw out the stuff you don't use or donate it, repurpose it in some way, maybe re-shift some things out. Like hell, sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot I had all this curly stuff. My hair's curly-ish for the first time in like 4 months because I forgot I can do that. Like I have free will and can just stop blowing out my hair and let it be curly.
Yeah.
And that came from literally going underneath my sink and just seeing like, what is in here?
Another really cool thing you could do on the new moon would be, I don't know, like this might not resonate for anybody else, but for me, the shower is where so many empties accumulate because I will empty something and then I will be in the shower. And so I can't really do anything about it. Yeah. And so I have two choices. I can either, like for my ADHD brain, I can either throw it on the floor, which is what I do sometimes. Sometimes I'll be like, I really like, it's really cramped in here. Like I got to get this out. I'll throw it on the floor so that way I have to see it when I get out, or I leave it and hope that I remember. And normally it's leave it and hope I remember, and almost never do I remember. And so on the new moon, going through and like collecting all of the empties and, you know, pulling out the replacements from under the sink, that is the thing that gets me all the time, is like I am a buy-in bulker, especially if I love something that's seasonal. And so I'll, you know, keep the extras under the sink, whatever, run out, and then not realize until I'm already in the shower and I've wet my hair that I'm out of something. Taking that new moon to be like, okay, what's almost out? Can I add the new one in? So that, you know, like, so for a seamless transition, like just taking stock of what's in your shower and what needs to be tossed.
Yeah. Same with skincare. Same with your cleaning supplies. I don't know if you've ever been on like a cleaning spree and you're like, I'm out of toilet bowl cleaner. And then it just like ruins the entire momentum. I look through, you know, cleaning supplies, skincare, hair care, like toothbrushes, floss, all of that, new moon.
Yeah.
And then for the solstice, this is a game changer. This is the one solstice equinox ritual which I have done without fail for years, even before I called myself a witch. Change your toothbrush.
Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to do this every 3 or 4 months. Did you know that? This is my solstice ritual. This is my fresh start. Love. This is my fresh energy. And you know what I do is I actually listen to the timer on my electric toothbrush that day.
Wow.
So I change the head out and I do a full 2-minute scrub. And it feels like I just walked out of the dentist.
That's amazing. I'm proud of you.
It's incredible. It's like so cleansing. It's like such a beautiful way to welcome in a new season. I know this sounds like, to anyone who doesn't listen to this podcast, they must be like, what the fuck? Like magic, changing your toothbrush? But I'll tell you, like, the magic is in the mundane. I know I don't have to convince anyone listening at this point, but like the magic is in the mundane. You could do the big rituals, the big spells, but if your shower curtain liner is covered in muck and your toothbrush hasn't been changed out in forever, like that is going to impact how you feel, and you are the magic. So how you feel is what ignites the momentum of your spells. Like if we lose sight of that mundane stuff that makes us feel better on a day-to-day, there's no point in doing the bigger spells.
And I think like the real magic of it too comes with living with the seasons. It's not about like the big magic of those complicated rituals. It is building the foundation of recognizing, oh, this is the full moon. I'm working with the energy of the full moon to do XYZ thing. And like, it's a part of integrating those things, because if you're washing your shower curtain with the full moon, that then builds the foundation of like, okay, and now I will do a larger release ritual because I'm tuned in to the lunar cycle, because it is ingrained in my day to day.
Yeah. And sometimes, honestly, the best full moon ritual you can do is just take a nap. Like, I think less is more when it comes to magic. I really do. And I think the shower curtain liner has taught me that so much.
For sure.
Like, you don't have to scrub.
That's a metaphor for life.
Yeah. And it just makes a big difference. So I hope if you take one thing away from this podcast, it's that the little things in your day-to-day are the magic. Like that is magic.
Yeah.
And you may never touch a candle, may never touch a crystal, may never touch a bigger spell, and you will still be so deeply connected to your magic and to spirit, probably more so than the people that only do the big elaborate rituals. Yeah.
I think that the biggest thing is that it's like a fulfilling kind of magic that fills multiple cups.
Yeah, totally. Hundo P. Totes my goats.
Did we do it?
I think we did it.
Did we duty?
We did our duty.
We did our duty. And we're halfway through. How fun. Next week, we are taking a little detour. We're coming to you with our Warrens book club. Molly read a couple books quite critical of Ed and Lorraine Warren. I read a book that the Warrens signed off on and were a big part of the production of. And my favorite part of this is that I think that we've come to some pretty similar conclusions.
Yes.
So next week, to celebrate the fact that there's a new Conjuring movie, we're going to talk shit about the people in it.
Yeah. Yeah. We originally had this plan for the end of the Mundane Magic series, but then we realized there's a new Conjuring movie and like fucking Matt Rife bought their museum or some shit. And it just feels very topical right now. So we're fired up about it. We want to talk about it. So we're going to take a little Mundane Magic break next week. But if you don't want to take a Mundane Magic break, make sure you pre-order Mundane Magic. You won't get it by next week.
You'll just have it checked off your to-do list.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And don't forget that if you pre-order from Spellcrafter or The Healing Hedge Witch, you will get access to our virtual book tour event. I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Links in the show notes.
Anyways.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Love you. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Demystify Magic with Molly and Madison. If you want to learn more about us, you can find all our links in the show notes.
We'd love to know what you think of today's episode, so drop us a review or give us a shout out on social media. And don't forget to let us know your magical moment of the week. Okay, love you. Bye.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.